Hi guys, it's Jess and welcome to week 2 of Spooktober, which means it's the second Spooktober reading vlog. So in my last vlog, in the first week, you will have seen that I read 3 books. I finished 2 of them. I finished Then She Was Gone by Lisa Jewell and Lock Every Door by Riley Sager. And I did start reading this and I am very nearly finished with this. I only have like 50-60 pages to go with this, so I am hoping that I can get this done today. Today is not a good day, guys. Nothing bad has kind of happened yet, but we're all kind of teetering on the edge of another lockdown, and we feel like that is going to be announced this afternoon, this evening. We don't know when. There's been a lot of rumours in the papers for the last few days about restaurants and pubs having to close again, which really doesn't happen because I work in a restaurant and I need that routine to just keep my head straight and, you know, like everyone else, I really need the money. And yeah, other things like 2 households not being able to mix indoors and just stuff that we've all done and seen and heard before. But yeah, so I've been worrying a lot in the last 24 hours about all of this and have to go to a work meeting this morning at 10:30. My manager called it. Don't really know what he's gonna say, and obviously we don't know what's gonna happen to the restaurant after today. We don't know if we're going to be open or how long. If we do have to close, we don't know how long we're going to have to close for. It's all just kind of up in the air, but I think he's just called this meeting to try and answer questions people have and try and reassure people, and try and, you know, put some plans in place for the future. I don't know, but I've been thinking a lot about that in the last 24 hours, and so yeah, reading last night, this morning, just hasn't really happened because my head has just been constantly worrying about that one thing, and I hate not knowing. So I think once I know, I will feel a bit better. I don't know, but this year has been a lottery, guys. Like, anything can happen and I don't like it. I am at work until 5 today. So that means I will have time tonight to finish this. Then I have the last 2 books that I want to read for Spooktober before I start the Fortnight Frights readathon. And those 2 books are My Lovely Wife and An Anonymous Girl. Very excited to read both of these. I've had these for a while, and this is the perfect excuse to finally read them. So I would like to get these finished this week as well. And yeah, we'll see how this week plays out. I am scheduled to work quite a lot this week, but I might not be at work at all, so we'll see how it goes. But I am gonna try and relax a little bit. I'm not gonna read now because I just can't focus, but I'm just gonna try and not watch the news, not be on my phone for a little bit, and then need to go to work. Hi guys, so we're on to Tuesday now, and I've had a very productive morning today actually. It's my day off and I was awake at 8, which never happens on my day off. I usually sleep in till 10, 11. But I decided to get up and just face the day. So I ran some errands this morning, did a bit of reading. I've just been for a run, which I've been wanting to do for a while. I haven't ran for a few weeks, so it was really hard. And I'm trying to get better at it, so I need to do it more. I just don't. But I was sat reading on my sofa and I saw how sunny it was outside and I just really wanted to be in the sunshine. So yeah, I went for a run. I was out for about 20 minutes, which isn't a lot compared to other people, but at least I went out and at least I gave it a go and I feel good. I feel better for having done it. So yeah, there's that. Quick update on my job. I can't really tell you too much about what was said in the meeting yesterday, but all you need to know is that my work is still open. We're still going and my job is safe for the foreseeable, which is a huge weight off my shoulder because there was a lot of uncertainty over the weekend surrounding whether I would be working this week or not. Obviously, it's subject to change. Things are changing all the time, but yeah, I've still got my job, which I'm really happy about. That's a huge weight lifted off my shoulders, which meant last night I was in a really good mood when I finished work, and I managed to read quite a lot last night. And I finished Random Attachment, and I didn't enjoy this book as much as I hoped I would, to be honest. I don't think this book is for me, personally. It's not terrible. There are some points of the book that I really liked, some aspects that I really enjoyed, and there were moments where I was really invested in what was going on. But I have issues with the writing style. I think it was quite messy. I have issues with the pacing of this book. It was very hard to get into at times. Having said that, I don't like being negative about books, especially when, you know, I know the author is self-published, and I know that they're trying really hard to get their work out there. I do think Gertrude T. Kitty has a lot of potential to be amazing when it comes to YA thrillers. I just think she needs to refine this one a little bit more. I think if she went back and went through it again, I don't know if somebody edited this for her or not, I'm not sure, but I think if this had a little bit more attention to detail paid to it, I think it could be really good. So I gave it 3 stars because I can see the potential in it, and there were moments that really stood out and I really did like it. I think if I was younger, I would have enjoyed this a lot more. I don't think I would have been that bothered by the writing style at all. I think I would have just been there for the story. So I think, you know, if you are a teenager, this would definitely be something that you would like to read. It's very heavy in subject matter. I do think it verges more on adult at times. You know, there are mentions of rape and sexual abuse and alcoholism, very heavy subjects, which I liked the inclusion of because it made the world more real and it made me sympathise with the main character a lot more. But yeah, this book wasn't for me, unfortunately, but I still do think there is a lot of potential. And I know she has another book that she's written, which I would like to read. And I think, you know, with a little bit of time, I think she could really improve and be a really great author. So yeah, that was to read a YA thriller. That was the prompt, to read a YA thriller. So I've checked that one off the list. So that's 3 books I've read for Spooktober now. And I have 2 more left to read. This morning I picked up My Lovely Wife by Samantha Downing. And I'm on page 59 and I'm really liking this one already. This is about this married couple who have this dark secret that they are serial killers, pretty much. And the story starts with this guy. I don't think I know his name, but he calls himself Tobias. And that's not his real name. But when he goes out and meets these women, he calls himself Tobias and he tells them that he's deaf. And he's not deaf. It's just his way of luring these women in and getting their sympathy and getting them to like him. And it starts off with him meeting this woman in a bar, and they talk and they have sex, and it's kind of him vetting her basically to see if she's a match for whatever it is they do to these people. And he's married to this woman called Millicent, and they have 2 kids, and they're trying to keep their secret hidden from their children. They're trying to live this normal life, but they go out and they kill people. And that's all I know about it so far. But I'm really liking this one. I have been very, very excited to read this. Been really, really looking forward to seeing what this is all about, especially because I saw a lot of hype surrounding this last year, and I've heard that it is pretty good. So we'll see how we get on with this one, but I will sit down and read some more of this later. Right now, I have some jobs I need to do, and I'm also going to get in the bath. And I'm going to start The Haunting of Bly Manor today because that came out on Friday. Haven't seen it yet, and I've seen amazing things about it online. I've been so hyped for this show. The Haunting of Hill House was amazing. So I'm very excited to see what this is all about. So I'm going to do that, and I will see you all in a little while. I'm only on the 3rd episode, but I'm loving this show already. It is so creepy. Hi everybody. It's pretty late in the day. It's about 2 o'clock now, I think. And I've been editing a video for the last 2 hours or something. Just my Spooktober week 1 vlog. So yeah, it's quite lengthy, but it's almost done. However, I've decided to put that to one side now because I really want to read My Lovely Wife, and my bookmark just fell out. Hold on. Okay, so I've put it back in, and I hope that was the right page. We'll find out. But I read a little bit of this last night, but I was just very tired, so I only read up to page 98, 99, something like that. But I'm really liking it. I'm really, really interested in this story. I'm really interested in the couple. And I just want to see everything go wrong for them from here on out, basically. I'm going to read this now. I got up pretty late today. I've just not been feeling that great. So it's been a bit of a slow start to the day, but I'm working a little bit later tonight and I'm not looking forward to it. You know, money has to be made somewhere and someone's got to do it. And that unfortunate person is me. Yeah, we're going to sit down and read this now. I'm not expecting to read absolutely loads of it just because of the way I'm feeling, but we're going to give it a go and we'll see how far we get into it. I'm almost halfway through this now and I'm really enjoying it still. I love the creepiness in it. The fact that it's about a serial killing couple just really appeals to me. I love that it's so fucked up, and I really can't wait to see what these two get up to. I have a few predictions about this, and I will put a spoiler alert up on the screen now. If you don't want to be spoiled, you can skip ahead. But this couple, they abducted this woman called Lindsay, and one of the main characters, Millicent, the wife in this scenario, killed her, but she held her captive for a year before she killed her, and then Lindsay's body is found in an abandoned house And it's all over the news. And so the couple decide that they are going to frame it on this serial killer who was around like 20 years before the story starts. And he's called Owen Oliver. So they frame Owen Oliver for this murder, and they send like letters pretending to be Owen Oliver to the news. My prediction for this book is that the husband in this story is Owen Oliver. Because as far as I know, I don't think his real name has actually been mentioned in this. I think I said yesterday that he goes around and he calls himself Tobias. When he meets these women that they're thinking about murdering, he pretends that he's a deaf man called Tobias. And I don't think his real name has actually been mentioned. I don't think he's mentioned it, and I don't think his wife has said his real name. So I feel like this guy is Owen Oliver, and it would make a lot of sense. I don't know, like, maybe I'm clutching at straws. I tried to predict what was happening in Then She Was Gone, and I was totally wrong. So we'll see, but very keen to read some more of this. Right now though, I am just doing some nano prep because it's been on my mind a lot at the moment, and I just wanted to like get some more planning done. I'm working on my outlines for it at the moment. So I've done the first outline. Now I'm on to the second outline. So the first outline was just a pretty basic outline of the things that are going to happen. My second outline is a bit more fleshed out, a bit more detailed. I'm putting in the things that I don't want to forget, like dialogue and character names. Then I'll probably print this off and rewrite it as a third outline, just to see if everything still fits, because I've kind of been going through this every now and then, so it's probably a little bit like disjointed. Yeah, so I wanted to get this worked on a little bit more today before I have to go to work, and I'm very excited for NaNoWriMo. I can't stop thinking about this book that I want to write, and I'm very much in love with both of the characters that I have come up with. So it's all looking really positive at the moment, and I just can't wait. So I'm going to work on this now, and then I have to go to work at 5, finish at 10, half 10, something like that. And then I'll get home and I'll read some more of this. Hello everyone, it's Thursday. I almost forgot what day it was there. All the days just keep blurring into one now, but it's Thursday and it's the afternoon. I'm yet to read anything today. Been busy doing some NaNoWriMo prep, writing out my scene cards for my book, which I'm really enjoying the process actually, but it is very hard. And it's not something I've done before, so it's a huge learning curve for me, but I think it's going to make writing my manuscript next month a lot easier. And yeah, I've just got out of the bath. As you can tell, my hair is sopping wet, so don't mind me just looking like a drowned rat. Yeah, I didn't read anything last night. I got out of work pretty early actually last night. I finished work at bang on 10 o'clock, which never happens. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to stay up and read, and then I didn't because I was just so engrossed in planning my book. So I'm still on page 159 of this, which is where I got up to yesterday. But now that I've got all of my writing planning out of my system and I've done the video editing I needed to do, I'm going to sit and read this for the remaining 2.5 hours that I have free before I need to do other stuff. Yeah, still liking it, still really interested, hoping, I mean, I'm pretty much like, I'm nearly halfway through, pretty much. So I'm hoping if I just knuckle down now, I could get this finished tonight. and then I can start my last book for Spooktober, because I have 2 days until Fortnite Fright starts. And I know Spooktober's going on for the whole month of October, so in theory I could still read An Anonymous Girl at some point next week, but I have a lot of books that I want to read for Fortnite Frights, so I'd rather get these two out of the way now so I don't have to worry about them later on. But we will see. I'm up for the challenge. I'm going to give it my best shot. So I'm going to shut up and I'm going to start reading now. And I'll see you all in a little while. So I'm now on page 186, but I've just seen on Twitter that they are doing a reading sprint in a few minutes. I don't know how long it's going to be for, but I'm going to take part because I'm actually at home for once. I haven't been able to take part in any reading sprints because the hosts live in a different country, so it's totally different time zones, and I'm always either at work or asleep. So it's nice to be able to take part in one for once. So we're going to do that at 3 and we're going to see how much I can read. Quick update for you guys. I'm on page 258 of My Lovely Wife now. So I've read quite a lot this afternoon. I've read nearly 100 pages or something, but I'm really enjoying these reading sprints. It's been a lot of fun. I'm about to take part in the last 25 minutes. Just to see how far I can get into the book before 5 o'clock. Yeah, really enjoying this thriller. I love all of the domestic aspects in it, and I just need to get to the end. I need to know what happens, but I don't know if this book is quite 5 stars for me. I think it's probably a 4, but we'll see when I finish it. I finished My Lovely Wife and I finished it last night. I read so much of this yesterday and yeah, I really liked it. It wasn't quite the 5 stars that I hoped it would be. I'd heard some really good things about this, but it just wasn't as dark as I thought it was going to be. I don't know, I thought it was going to be quite dark, quite gritty. It just didn't have that atmosphere, unfortunately, so I gave it 4 stars. I still really loved this book. I love the family dynamics within it as well, and I love how the writer showed us how the couple's activities outside of the family started to seep in and affect their children. I thought that was really cleverly done. Yeah, really like this one. I would definitely recommend it if you want a juicy thriller, something to get your teeth stuck into this time of the year. The next book that I have to read is An Anonymous Girl by Greta Hendricks and Sarah Pekkanen. This one's, I think it's a psychological thriller, but I'm reading this one to complete the prompt to read a book with red on the cover, and to also read a psychological thriller. And this one's all about this character called Jess who becomes part of this research study. And there's this doctor that asks her questions, and then the questions start getting a bit more personal and a bit more invasive, and Jess gets really creeped out by it. That's all I really know of it, but I've seen mixed views on this one. Some people have loved it, some people have hated it. So I'm interested to see where I stand on this one. It's quite a chunky thriller. It is over 400 pages and I wanted to get this finished by Sunday, ready for Fortnite Frights. I don't think that's going to happen, but if I could get this finished this weekend, then I'd be quite happy. So I think I'm going to start reading some of this now. I slept in quite a lot, so I don't have a lot of time before I need to go to work. I feel like I say this in every single vlog I make. And also my head's just not been in a very good place lately, so it's been quite difficult to motivate myself to do anything that's not lazing around and scrolling on my phone. But I'm going to sit down for at least half an hour, 45 minutes, and get the first few pages of this read. And then we'll go from there. We'll see how we get on. Guys, me again. I've read about 30 pages of this morning. I'm really burned out after reading so much yesterday, and also my head is just not in a good place right now. I think I've said this already, so it's a little bit hard to focus on anything other than like what I've got to cope with at work today and things like that. So 30 pages is still a start. Just about to start chapter 4, and I'm really intrigued by this one. The premise sounds really interesting. Sounds very original. I don't think I've ever encountered a thriller with a premise like this one before, so that's good. Hopefully this will be a quick read for me. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, I have to go to work now, and I'm at work all day today, so I don't know if I'm going to have any reading time until later tonight, maybe tomorrow. I might take my book with me and I might try and read on my break, if my brain allows me to. If not, I might try and read a little bit before bed tonight, but if not, it's most likely tomorrow where I'll get the bulk of it done. But I will keep you guys updated, and I will see you all in a little while. Alright guys, I am gonna wrap this vlog up here because it's been a week and Fortnite Frights has started, so I am starting to make my way through the TBR that I have for that, and I'll talk a little bit more about those books in my next vlog that I'll be starting for the next week. But yeah, very happy with the way my Spooktober progress is going. I only have one more book to finish, which is An Anonymous Girl, as you all know. I'm about 150 pages into this, so I haven't got very much more to read, about just over half. Definitely think I can get this done in the next few days because I do want to focus on my Fortnite Frights books. Yeah, but I'm really liking this one so far. Very intrigued by this plot. I probably have already mentioned this, but I'm just really liking the vibes it's giving me. I'm really liking the originality that this plot seems to have. We're following Jess as she gets involved in a ethics and morality study that's being hosted by this woman called Dr. Shields, and we're not really sure why she's doing this study, but it's alluding to her husband having an affair, and she's trying to probably figure out why people have affairs, something along those lines. I don't really know, but I've got up to a point in the story where Jess is kind of figuring out what Dr. Shields is all about and what she's up to. And Dr. Shields seems like a really manipulative character, but I'm very interested in finding out more about her. And I think this is going to be a very exciting thriller, I hope. So I'm really liking this one, and I really hope to finish this one very soon. So I managed to finish these two books this week. Random Attachment by Gertrude T. Kitty. As I already explained, this YA thriller wasn't really for me, but there were some aspects of it that I did enjoy still, and I do think this author has a lot of potential. I did speak to her on Instagram about it actually, because she did release a video talking about her manuscript having grammatical errors and how her disability affects her when she writes, which I didn't know she had a disability. So it was nice to hear from her about that actually, and she also talked about how she's gone through the manuscript several times to change things. So you know, I'm not going to be too hard on her. Like, I know she loves writing, and I could tell that she loved every second of writing this. And you know, being a self-published author, it's a lot harder, I guess, to find the help and the support that you need to kind of perfect your book and get it out there. So kudos to her for knowing, you know, where she needs to improve on. But as I said to her, I think she's got a lot of potential, and I definitely want to read her other book. So yeah, like, I think you would, if you're a younger reader, I think you would enjoy this. It just wasn't for me, but I can see the good in it. So there's always a positive in things, right? And then My Lovely Wife, I think, was probably the favourite of the week. Really liked this one. Wasn't as dark as I hoped it would be, but very interesting, very unique plot. And I hated how it ended, actually. It ended on a bit of a cliffhanger, and I was just a little bit like, why would you do that to me? So I feel like I'd love a sequel to this. I would. Just so I can see what this guy gets up to next. But hopefully that wasn't a spoiler. But yeah, really, really enjoyed this one. I would really recommend it if you want a really interesting and quick thriller to read. And there we go. So that was my Spooktober week 2. Thank you so much for watching. I commend you if you got to the end of this video. I appreciate every single one of you that takes time out of your day to watch me ramble on about books. That's all for now, guys. I'll wrap this vlog up here. If you liked it, then just click the little thumbs up down below, just letting me know that you did like it. If you've read any of the books mentioned in these videos, then feel free to leave a comment down below letting me know what you thought of them. Let me know what you've been reading for Spooktober, if you've been taking part, what you're planning to read for the last 2 weeks, because it is still going on until Halloween. Yeah, please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I would really appreciate it. And I will see you all very soon. Bye, guys.